Accept the person for what you see or do not. You know what? Literally stop expecting people to be good people. They're all fucking full of shit. They're awful people, all of them, at this point. Hi, everyone. This is Miss D with Sides of It podcast. Um, I'm coming to give you another episode. I'm trying to give y'all these episodes while I'm feeling shit, if that makes sense. So to be more authentic, so I can kind of get it out. But here's my thoughts. Okay. And let me know if you can relate, as always, of course. Um, I'm going through a very important time in my life right now, um, because I'm understanding more and more that I have to accept people for who they are or not. Um, I'm starting to understand that more and more because I'm such an optimistic. It's hard. You know what I mean? It's very hard because you kind of want to see the good in people. You kind of want to see them for their potential, for what you know that they can be, could be, or at least what you think they could be. Um, but it's time to put my big girl panties on and understand I can't continue to see people for what they could be and what they can be. And I've known this time and time before, but I'm just having like a realization these days. It's hitting me more. Like, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Cause I'm only hurting myself by being this optimistic, by being this caring person. Oh, maybe they'll change. I gotta stop. Like, me doing this episode right now, it needs to stop right here. I need to get it out into the world and now let it go because I can't keep doing it to myself. It's like when people do fucked up stuff to me, or maybe it's not so fucked up, maybe it's just not what I like, then I start to get angry and upset and hurt. When in all actuality, they're showing me that from the beginning. Doesn't matter if you communicate your feelings to a person, doesn't mean they're going to change, or doesn't mean they have to change, doesn't mean they care enough to change. And that's where I kind of get fucked up because I'm thinking a person cares about me, and if I tell them something hurts me, something bothers me, then they would care enough to change it so that it doesn't hurt me because it doesn't bother me. But maybe they don't agree with my emotions. Does it make sense? Maybe they don't agree that whatever is hurting me that they're doing should hurt me, which is stupid because obviously you can't tell people how the fuck to feel, but it may be stupid to me, but obviously it might not be stupid to other people. So this is hard. This is hard because I am actively in my emotions and trying to sift through it and trying to figure it out. And I'm trying to express it in a way where I could get this out. It makes sense, yet it's more of a therapy session so I can let this go because it has to go. It does. Sometimes when I'm doing these episodes or in life, when someone tells you you're doing something wrong or you're doing something unethical or you're doing something out of touch, um, Sometimes you want to change it, sometimes you don't. But this, I have to change. I can't. I just can't keep seeing motherfuckers for what they can be. I'm giving you. Obviously, you're waiting for a story, probably. Let me give that to you. Um, I said this in a previous episode, but sometimes when you're talking to people during these episodes, you don't have a chance to like quite get out everything, or you don't have a chance to like fully express your thought because they may have another question that interrupts your thought. If that makes sense, I know it makes sense. Um, so here's the thing: for the past few relationships, um, started with my childhood best friend. As I mentioned before, we met each other. We had a 10-year anniversary. I think we met in 2010 actually. I believe it's 2010. The fucking I have a tattoo on my arm of that explains our friendship that I haven't covered up yet. Um and the date is faded because I got this tattoo almost 10 years ago at this point. So I believe we met in 2010. And when I first became friends with her, um, when I first became friends with her, the first time I seen her do something fucked up to me was we were 16 years old. She had a boyfriend. Her and her boyfriend got into a bad argument. I don't quite remember what it was about, nor do I'm not even sure if I remember what it was about. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't know if I knew at the time what it was about. But they got into an argument. I was there. And then she kind of was just like, F him, come on, let's go. And of course, I'm going to go with my friend, obviously. That's my friend. He's not, blah, blah, blah. So, of course, I'm going to go with her. So I go with her. We're skipping down the street. Everything's fine. And she kind of gets over whatever they're arguing about pretty quick. Is that my business? No, I'm just here to be a friend. You know, you tell me let's go, then I'm going. I don't even think we were at his friend's house or something. So why would I stay there? You know what I'm saying? If you're my friend, you're the reason I'm here. So I'm gonna go anyway. Fast forward. Um, I believe later that night, we end up going to the park and playing a game with her brothers. It was manhunt, tag, something like that. Um, and he approaches us maybe halfway into the game or something like that, and he just hits me. Um, he hits me, and then I get up to hit him back, and then he kind of just smushes my face into his chest. I guess in an attempt to suffocate me. It was pretty aggressive. At the time, this man is an adult. I think he was like 20 at the time. Um, so he was an adult, and he did that to me. And then she was yelling and crying, trying to beat on his back. Hey, get off of her, get off of her, get off of her. And he ended up running away because I told him I was going to call the cops. So she was hitting him on his back, crying, screaming, get off of her. He let me go. And I told him, then I said I was going to call the cops. Then he ran across the field into the woods. And she kind of just stayed there and cried for a second and screamed and then ran after him. That bothered me because, I got attacked unprovoked. I didn't do shit. Y'all had something going on. You know what I'm saying? And yet I was attacked. And instead of you sitting there and waiting with me, seeing if I'm okay, asking me if I'm okay, tending to me, whatever, I felt like, you should have just stayed with me. Instead of running off and chasing after some man in the woods in the dark, you, as my friend, you should have stayed with me. And she ended up not coming back until hours later. Um, my foster father at the time came to pick me up. We did the police report, so on and so forth. But you just left me there with your brothers. Like, did you leave them to care for me? Like, I don't know. That bothered me a lot because, like I said, I don't even think I said like the fucking two words to this man. I could be wrong. My memory could be deceiving me. But for what I remember, he was upset with her and he was just upset with our relationship and the fact that she had the option to just skip away after an argument. I don't know. Like I said, that was over 10 years ago. But a situation like that, I'm not sure if she's ever, admitted to me that she felt wrong or exactly what happened. I'm not sure if we ever talked about it again. Um, I'm gonna assume we did because obviously we were friends right after that. But things like that, which is traumatic for me or hurtful for me, I continue to be friends with this girl, whether she apologized or explained or whatever. Um, I had optimism from a teenager. I just had optimism. Okay, maybe she's gonna change until the next person came around who was not so nice. She's had, to be clear, my friend of for all that time, she's had relationships where I was respected, included. It was cool. Everything was chill as fuck. She has had those relationships, and I guess that is what kind of gave me hope. Um, so the next relationship um, was right around 2014, which was, I believe, 2 or 3 years after the first incident happened. And once again, I had hope that everything was going to change. When she got into a relationship with a person who wasn't so abusive, I mean, it wasn't so nice. They were a little abusive. They, would fight her all the time. They would talk bad about me. They would try to isolate her. And in a way, it's like some may think, well, damn, she was in an abusive relationship. How could you blame that on her? How could you put that on her? How could you be upset with her if she was in an abusive relationship? I guess for some reason, once again, the optimism, I guess for some reason, it would automatically click to me, like you would protect me this time. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe that was a lot to ask from her. Like you would protect me this time because the other time things happened and you would protect me this time and make sure I wasn't disrespected or things didn't go south. You would protect me this time. She didn't. I've gotten threatened. The girl told my business. My friend told my business to the girl, which she then used against me. It just got messy. Um, and I kind of understood again, you're going to choose whoever you're fucking. If they're toxic, you're going to choose them over me. Um, and maybe that's looked at as toxic because I'm thinking about me if this person's going through a fucked up relationship, right? Nonetheless, you shouldn't treat your friends like shit when you get into a relationship. Because I'm not on the sideline saying, "Hey, leave, hey, leave." You know what I'm saying? I just want to be respected. I've always just wanted to be respected. And most of my friendships, relationships, just respect me. I've had to go through the foster care system where I wasn't respected. I'm a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Like I was bullied in school. I was never respected. And so as I became an adult, I demand that. I've been demanded that. And people are not understanding me for some reason. They're not understanding. And my biggest insecurity is to not be understood, I think. One of my biggest insecurities is to not be understood, especially by those who I love. So we go on to the next situation. I've also told you guys why our friendship ended for good, me and that first friend. Um, it's because her ex, violated me while I was not conscious. So, and then she kind of blamed it on me. Um, that is why that friendship ended. But another situation where I'm being optimistic is this last friendship I just had. I've only friended about three women in my life. I'm talking about full blown best friends. And only one of them since I've known since the seventh grade that we're kind of locked in, but we're just not as close as the other ones were. Like we're very, very close. How to explain this? We're very close. I could tell her anything. However, um, we don't just talk every day. Like my other friends, we used to talk every day, all day, blah blah blah. But her and I, the one from seventh grade, we don't talk every day. But she's still my friend. Anyway, fast forward. This last friend, it was just like I wanted that respect again. I wanted to be protected again. I will protect my friends. I expect that back. Is that too much to ask for? And apparently, to some people, it is. To have reciprocated energy is too much. Um, so once again, just wanted to be respected. Wanted you to have my back. She didn't. Um, then I befriended her again, hoping that we learned from that situation for some reason. And clearly we didn't. Clearly we didn't. Clearly we came back worse than I've expected. Um, but then I have the relationship side of things where I'm also optimistic in relationships. However, I have a very much lower tolerance. I don't want the first friendship to happen again. I don't want to be hurt over and over and over and just keep look like, oh, this person's gonna change. We're gonna grow up. Things are gonna get different. People mature with time. Blah 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 blah. They're gonna see my value. Most people see my fucking value as a friend, as a girlfriend, as whoever when the fuck I am gone. They see my value when I'm gone. See my value while I'm here, please, because I don't have the patience, the energy, the tolerance. I don't have it in me to keep going through bullshit. I give people the fucking blueprint when they first meet me. Hey, listen, this is what upsets me. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. What do you expect? I ask them too. What do you expect from me? They kind of draw a blank. No, let's get this shit out right here, right now. I'm telling you what I expect, what I want. If you can um own up or if you can handle my expectations, let's move forward. If you cannot, that's fine. Let me just keep your subscription at basic. Let me just keep your subscription at a minimum. You don't have to get all close to me if you know you can't handle my expectations or the level of friendship relationship that I'm trying to give. When I get locked in with someone, I like to go deep. Okay, I like to go really deep. So it's like if you're not willing to go that deep with me, be honest and tell me you're not willing to go that deep. But some people are having trouble being honest and letting me know, like, hey, listen, I don't know if I'm ready for this relationship, or I don't know if I can handle that expectation, or I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they have optimism that they can handle it, and low key that the fuck they cannot. I don't know what it is. I'm very cut and dry. I'm very literal. I'm very to the point. I don't do well with reading in between the lines. I'm going to be honest. Me to you. Do not do well reading in between the lines. Um, I don't do well with reading situations. I don't do well with gauging other people's feelings and emotions. I only go by what a person tells me, and of course what they show me. But okay, I'm starting another realization here. Because even a person's actions could show me one thing, and I'll be like, hey, I'll address them on it. I'll confront them about it. But if they come back and they attempt to explain it or veer me off from what I believe, I tend to believe it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if your actions is telling me you don't love me and you don't want to be with me, you don't want to be my friend or whatever, but then you come back and give me like a sob story and be like, oh, I was just going through this, or I was just, oh, but I apologize, but blah blah blah. I kind of tend to give people passes. That's where the optimism. That's where it becomes a huge problem because I'm almost too forgiving sometimes. I'm like, oh, okay, I can understand that. I can try to relate to that. Oh, you're going through a tough time, so you're treating me like shit. Okay, let me try to resonate with that and understand. When in all actuality, I should just be walking away. I should be leaving. If we're in a relationship and I say to you, hey, if you want to fuck other women, that is fine. Just communicate that with me. If you want to talk to other women, that is fine. Just communicate with me. If you want to hang out with other women, whatever, that's fine. I'm understanding that men want other women. I get that. I understand that. I process that. I respect it. Whatever. Just let me know. That's all I'm asking you. Just let me know. And so I'm starting to realize that's not an easy task for some people. That's like a lot for some people, um, for multiple reasons. The main thing I get is I don't want to mess with other women. I don't want to deal with other women because that then means that you have the pass to deal with other men. And I definitely don't want that. That's what I receive. So I say, okay, you understand that. I understand that. I thought we had a fucking deal. I thought we had all this figured out. Whole time, what I should have been listening to, I think, please let me know, um, is when a man says something like that, it's not that they have a problem with dealing with other women. That's not their issue. It's not like you're so great that they just don't want to deal with other women. The problem is, yes, he wants to deal with other women. In turn, he does not want you to deal with other men. Selfish in that respect. Yes, I want to deal with other women. No, I don't want you to deal with other men. Simple. But instead of him saying that, I mentioned it to him, by the way, but instead of him saying that, that sounds too selfish. That sounds too harsh. That sounds ridiculous. So we just keep lying to me and say, no, I don't want to deal with other women because of such and such and such. Are you looking for validation? Should I then have said, no, I would never deal with another man? Is that what I should have looked for? Is that what you were looking for? Is that what I should have said? Hey, I would never deal with another man, baby. No, what? No, I don't even like other men. It's just that I would just like to know if you're dealing with other women. Then what? He still doesn't fucking believe me, right? He still don't believe that shit. Bitch, please. You think I'm just gonna be fucking these bitches? Tell you, and then you're not gonna do nothing back? Do you think you know me that well that you just feel like I would just go mess with other men? Is that what's going on? Are we not able to be honest? Being honest for people is crazy sometimes. It's like a fucking kryptonite. I'm understanding this is important. This is important. This is important because I say all the time, hey, listen, I can deal with my man dealing with other women. I can deal with it. It's expected. I understand. I feel like what I can't handle is the dishonesty. Because as I open these doors for you over and over again, hey, if you want, that's fine. Just talk to me. I don't want to be the odd woman out. I don't want other women to feel like they have one up on me when it comes to my man. Don't ever allow any woman to approach me, to come to me, to anything and tell me shit about you as my man. Don't allow that shit. That shit is flag on the play. Don't do that shit. Don't leave me out here looking stupid, right? So I still feel like motherfuckers can't do it. They just can't do it. I have seen niggas lie. and lie, and because they simply just don't believe you. See, when a person's intent is bad, they're going to assume that your intent is fucked up. Simply. So when you're lying to me every day, naturally you're going to believe that I'm fucking lying. Pay attention to detail. I feel like when a man constantly tells you who you cheating with, what's going on, who you fucking, who you this and who you that, I feel like that's a telltale sign you're doing it. I've had that in one of my previous relationships. Every time I turn it around, who you cheating with? What? Did I cheat? Yes, of course I did. But still, I wasn't cheating when he was asking me. Fuck. Point is, I feel like no matter how I comfort these men, no matter how I tell them I'm solid, no matter how I show them I'm solid, no matter how comfortable I make them, no matter how much I try to be their friend, no matter how I try to keep open communication, no matter how honest I try to be with them, they can't handle me. And it's not only the men in the relationships, it's like a lot of people. You can't handle me. I'm not saying I'm a great person. I'm not saying that. Am I genuine? Yes. Do I have a pure heart? Yes, I do. Am I perfect? Fuck no. But I feel like what I offer, people can't handle it. And it's very important. Like I said, it's a very important time in my life where I need to start understanding um, that I have to start accepting people for who they are instead of who I know they could be. And it sounds so easy to do. It sounds so easy to say, but the shit is harder than I know it to be. Because I listen for validation. I listen to what a person is saying. If you're doing one thing, you're telling me another. I'm listening to your words, more, I guess. This is why I don't like getting close to people. Because people are dishonest and people can't handle anything that I have to give. I just seriously. I'm not saying that in a boasting way. I'm not saying that in any crazy way. I'm not saying that, to try to make myself sound good. It's the truth. People cannot handle what I have to offer. I'm understanding that. I'm noticing it. It's time to buck up and understand the fucking truth. They cannot handle it. I've met one man that can handle it. I've met one man, which I still adore to this day. It's just we can't be together. But I just met one person who can actually be like, okay, this is what's going on. I don't have to run and chase the truth with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to run and chase the truth. I think he kind of fucked me up too because I'm understanding that there are people out there who can be as honest, who can be as upfront, who can be as caring enough to fucking tell me the truth. I think he fucked me up because I'm knowing that that's out there and I'm looking for it outside of him, relationship wise. I know it's out there and I'm looking for it. And it's so fucking hard to fucking find because these niggas is not honest. It's either you care so much that you want to lie to me or you don't care enough to tell me the truth. Which one is it? Either way, I'm not going for the shit. Like, so, all this being said, I'm in a limbo right now where I either have to accept people for who the fuck they are right now, accept them for who they are right now or what they're showing me. Don't ask them for any more. Don't ask them for any less. Accept what's going on right now. Accept the actions, the behavior. Don't try to trick my fucking self. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe, bitch, no. You know the fucking truth. Come on. Like, I'm not even gonna keep playing games with myself. You know what the fuck is going on. You know the truth. It is what it is. I really need to just stop fucking playing around. Seriously. Um, but yeah, accept them for who they are right fucking now. The actions they're showing me, everything, or don't. One or the other. No fucking in between. No, there's no in betweens. After this video, I am letting go. I am letting go. Letting go. Accept the person for what you see or do not. You know what? Literally stop expecting people to be good people. They're all fucking full of shit. They're awful people, all of them at this point. We got to figure something out. You know what I'm saying? We got to figure something out. They're all fucking awful. There's nobody going to be as great as me. I'm just going to say it like that. Because at this point, what the fuck anybody want from me? They're all fucking awful. That's it. That's all. They're awful. I'm so dramatic. It's like I'm either way over here or I'm way over here. Either I'm super in love, I'm delusional, I'm stuck, I'm clingy, I love you. Oh my gosh, every my world revolves around you. Either it's that or I completely don't give a fuck and I'm done. I completely don't give a fuck. I detach. I detach. It's either one or the other. It's not a lot of in between. I don't know if you call that toxic. I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if that's okay. Y'all need to let me know. I'm trying to grow here as a person, as a human being, as a lover, as a friend, as everybody, as a mother. So um, I'm gonna assume that it's toxic. I just don't kind of know how to get out of it. Either I'm all in or nothing at all. Either once again, I'm all in or nothing at all. And then once I can't be all in, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I have to numb myself. I have to protect myself. I go in protective mode. I have to protect myself because clearly you're not doing it. You're not protecting me because you're not telling me the truth. You're not being honest with me. You're not being a good person to me. So I have to protect myself because you're not doing it. Friend, mother, lover, whatever. If you don't do what you can do to protect my feelings, to protect me, I can't be a part of it. I don't know. Okay, more deep breaths because it's almost time to end this video, and I have to make sure that I'm understanding that this was a time for me to let all this go and let it all out and understand once again that I have to accept the person for what they're showing me and no more fucking optimism from here on out. I can't do it. It's literally hurting me. I can't. So, what does that look like? All I know is all I know is to go far left and not give a fuck and detach. That's all I know. So what do I do? If that's all I know, that's all I feel like I can do, that's all I want to do, what do I do? Allow me a moment to think about this. I probably have to end the video and then think about it a little bit more. Well, because no, I want to end this with telling you what I'm going to try to do. Um, how about this? How about this? I am going to attempt to distract myself and be patient because maybe a person wants to be honest and they are going to be honest, but I'm a little pressuring, a lot of pressuring. I do pressure people because bitch just say the truth. But anyway, so maybe if I allow that space to just let them, whatever. Whew, that sounds ridiculous. Hold on, let's think about that again. So what do we have so far? Distract myself. We have patience, which maybe I'll have time to distract myself if I'm patient and not worrying about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is relationship, by the way, because friendship. I let's go for friendship too, actually. Okay, so we have distract myself and be patient. I have to stop. I have abandonment issues, so I don't think I need a therapist. People do say I need a therapist, but I don't think I need a therapist. But with my abandonment issues, maybe I just gotta stop being so attached to people. Um, okay, that's what we're gonna do. You got me here. We're locking in at me and you right now. The verbal contract, distraction, patience. Um, what's that last one? I said distraction, patience, and being nonchalant. I guess not caring. Was that it? Shit. Damn, I gotta rewind this video. I know we got distraction, patience. Oh, and not being so attached. I'm telling you, it's either one extreme or another with me. I don't know how I'm gonna do that last one. But I'm going to do it because it has to be done. I have to get it together right now. Like right now. Like right now. No more, no more, no more. I can't. No more optimism. If I have optimism, it should be in a business venture or I don't know, in myself. Have optimism in myself, in me. Optimism in me. That's what I need. That's it. Okay, we're getting somewhere. What I'm going to do right now, finish my drink, light a candle, meditate, yoga, release it because this is step one to releasing it. But I need to do step two. I need to do whatever I can do. I still have to protect myself because no one else is going to do it but me. And I have to release this tension, this anger, this optimism, these expectations of people. It has to go right now. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. If you guys have any other tips for me to release like anger, hurt, being upset, whatever, worry, please let me know. Yes, please let me know. So, like I said, I'm gonna go play some meditation music, do some yoga, stretch it out, hum it out, meditate, candle lighting, finish my drink, let it go, breathe it out. Let me know if you have any other suggestions. So that's what I'm gonna go do right now because, like I said, I had to go. So, thank you for tuning in to this week's therapy session. No, I'm joking. Thank you for tuning in to Sides of the Pod. Um, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm trying to give you guys more of my raw feelings while I'm going through them because I feel like I express it more when I'm feeling it. So that's what I'm trying to do more of. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you don't follow me already, I'm available on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, um, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, at Sides of the Pod. Um, and if you don't have any meditation tips, maybe just try what I said and let me know how it works for you. Thank you guys. And once again, I hope this helps somebody. Have a great night or day, whatever.